identity you have, you will not empower your depression, your ஓம் 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 ஓங்காரத்துயர்ந்து பாங்காய் வேதமொடு ஆகமமாய் வெளிப்பட்டு ஹ்ரீங்காரமாய் மலர்ந்து பரஷோடசியாய் நிறைந்து 40 முக்கோணம் வாழும் கையிலை ஸ்ரீபுரச் சிந்தாமணி கிருகத்தில் இருக்கும் கைலாச சுவாமினி பரஷோடசி பரமசிவன் பாகம் அமர்ந்து பாராளும் பரமேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மனோன்மணி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் நிஜாவதாரம் கொண்டேன் இங்கு எல்லோர்க்கும் நல்வரம் தந்திட எல்லா நன்மையும் அருளிட ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பஸ்வரூபிணி பிரம்மாண்டயோனி சாம்பவி சந்திரமௌலி ரபலா அபர்ணா உமா பார்வதி சாவித்ரி நவயவனா சாம்ராஜ்யலக்ஷ்மி பரமேஸ்வரி பரஷோடசி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் உருக்கொண்டு இங்கு நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்தேன். அருட்பெருங்கருணையினால் அருளுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். மக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நன்மை செய்யவே நாம் இங்கு நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு கொண்டு நிஜாவதாரமாய் இறங்கி வந்தோம். இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். காலம் காலமாய் அவதார புருஷர்கள் வந்து மலர்ந்து உலகிற்கு நன்மை செய்யும் மிக பெரும் ஞான பூமி பாரதம். இருக்கின்ற ஒரு பாரதத்தை இழக்க இயலாது மக்களே. ஞான கர்ப்பத்தை மலடாக்க இயலாது. வாழையடி வாழையென ஞானிகளும் அவதார புருஷர்களும் வந்தே தீர வேண்டும், வாழ்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும், மலர்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும். உலகிற்கு அதுவே உத்தம நன்மை. ஒரு சில கயவர்கள் மாயையில் சிக்கி செய்திட்ட சதிகளால் உலகை பலி கொடுக்க ஆகாது. சிருஷ்டி நஷ்டமடைய கூடாது. பிரபஞ்சம் அழிந்துவிடக் கூடாது. பிரளயத்து இருந்து இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தை காக்கவே பெரும் கப்பல் நானொன்று செய்தேன். அதன் பெயரே ஆதி கைலாசம். ஆதி கைலாசம் இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தில் இருக்கும் ஞான சக்திகளை ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே நாம் செய்த கப்பல். துரோகிகள் சூழ்ச்சியாலும் விரோதிகள் ஆட்சியாலும் வழியின்றி கப்பலை விட்டு மாலுமியே ஒதுங்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததையா. அதனால்தான் ககனம் கொந்தளித்து பேரழிவை நோக்கி சென்று கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. மக்களே, அறியாத தனத்தினால் மாயையில் சிக்கி குழந்தைகள் தவறு செய்தாலும் பிரபஞ்சம் அழியாது காக்க வேண்டியது பராசக்தி. பரமசக்தி பரஷோடசி மனோன்மணியன் பொறுப்பென்பதால் சத்தியங்கள் சிலவற்றை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்றாய் கேட்டுக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். உண்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவபூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில், நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்று செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. ஆதி கைலாசத்து நிர்வாகிகளே, இந்த ஒரு சேவையை உலகத்திற்கு செய்யுங்கள். நீங்கள் செய்த எல்லா கர்மங்களுக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தமாகும். நல் அமைதியும் ஞானமும் யோகமும் உங்களுக்கும் கிட்டும், உலகத்திற்கும் கிட்டும். 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர், இவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் மாபெரும் மருந்து நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து. எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதை செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும் என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக் கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயஷ்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய்ச் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷான மருந்தையே விருந்தாய்க் கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளை செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயஷ்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரியப் போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன் வந்து நவபாஷான மருந்தை விருந்தாய்ப் பெற்று மரணத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பத்திலிருந்து கொண்டு வந்து உருவாக்கி வைத்த நவபாஷான லிங்கம் இன்று பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு ஊதாவும். என்னை இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி. மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
So let us look at the translation of what Devi has revealed. Wealth cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss, and cosmos should not have destruction. Say the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. And Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos. And say the people from Pralaya through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies. Without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children, do mistakes in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashivoham, Parashakti, man on money. My responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I am telling some of the truths isn't proper. In the next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth, and I am telling you the good search for protection for your life. So let's look at the current state as of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakti. So let's look at the world with number of cases. Authorities in 223 countries and territories have reported about 5 crores confirmed cases and 6 lakh deaths since China reported first cases to the World Health Organization. Taiwan saw over 60,000 daily COVID-19 cases for the fourth straight day on Sunday, as it reported 68,000 new cases and 19 deaths from the disease. According to the Central Epidemic Command Center, the new cases considered of 68,000 domestically transmitted infections and 37 cases that were contracted abroad. Of the 60,000 domestic cases recorded in Taiwan from January 1st to May 14,000 have been classified as moderate infections and 294 as severe, according for 0.17% and 0.04% of the total, respectively. The Omicron variant of the SARS-CoV-2 virus is intrinsically as severe as previous variants. According to a preprint version of a large US study that counters assumptions in other studies that it was more transmissible but less severe. The findings, which estimated Omicron severity after accounting for the impact of vaccines, should reinforce the importance of inoculations and booster shots. Experts said the vaccines help keep hospitalization and deaths relatively low during the Omicron surge compared with previous variants. The new study, based on records of 130,000 COVID patients in Massachusetts, is unique and pretty strong, said Dr. Arjun Venkatesh of Yale School of Medicine. and the Yale Center for Outcomes Research and Evaluation was not involved in the research. Two new strains of COVID 19 have arrived in the US. These variants evade antibodies from vaccination and prior infections, which could create the possibility of a new wave. The Africa Health Research Institute in South Africa conducted a study that found that BA.4 and BA.5 variants can evade antibodies. The low absolute neutralization levels for BA.4 and BA.5, particularly in the unvaccinated group, are unlikely to protect well against symptomatic infection. A new study says 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers has had thoughts of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. Healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rates of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with COVID 19 cases. Initial findings recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce at 69.3 for 6.5% for depression and 15.2 for stress. According to the youth researcher, if digital platforms are the only medium for making contacts for a period of 2 years, this can lead to restriction in personal development over such a long period of time. I can't smell the other person, I can't touch them, and I can't notice their aura or how they move. This impoverishment of impulses, then, in the case of real contact and physical presence, means that the young people do not even know how to behave, how to compose themselves, and how to look others in the eye. Let us now look at some of the ways in which we can protect ourselves from corona pandemic. Paramashiva's blessings. This is for all devotees and disciples. Please stop sending money to take care of my health related. From the day these rumors about my health started spreading, money is pouring into all our trusts from all over the world. Please stop sending money. Now all my devotees, disciples, listen intensely. The separation from me, the anxiety whether you'll be able to see me again or not, and insecurity whether you'll be able to get the darshan and initiations again or not. All this is a sweet pain which can be transformed into a deep devotional feeling connection through spiritual practice by Achapa Achapa of Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, reading autobiography of the Avatar, enjoying Nithyanandapedia. And what we are going through is not a natural disaster like tsunami, earthquake, where sending money makes you feel fulfilled. You have done some charity. What we are going through is a great spiritual possibility by Paramashiva to all of us. Paramashiva himself is settling as a larger being with more intensity and power manifestations in me through this intense samadhi. This is not the time for you to send some money or charity, as I heard many devotees are selling their property and pouring money to take care of my health. Please stop this. If you want me to be alive and active for a longer time, for your benefit or the benefit of the world, do light a lamp in front of my Guru, Aranagiri Yogeshwara, in your own home and pray to him to settle into my body and be more active, energetic, and live longer. So use this beautiful opportunity of sweet pain of separation, of to intensify your deep devotion and feeling connection more and manifest powers, enlightenment of Paramashiva. It's all your love, devotion, feeling connection settles me from samadhi and makes me active and give satsangs again, not the money you pour. If you want to show your love, devotion, just put the picture of my Guru Aranagiri Yogeshwara, light a lamp, take a selfie and post it. Whenever I open my eyes, I'll try to see all your posts and send my love and blessings to all of you. There is a stotra that describes Aranagiri Yogeshwara. Lalate Tripunde Nidrudakasturi Tilakaha Spuran Dhara Spurita Katikopi Navasanaha Dano Dustaram Sirisipani Rajam Shishikalam Pradeepa Sarvesham Aranagiri Yogi Vijayate. Translation goes, the one who has the Tripundri, that's 3 lines of sacred ash on his forehead, the mark of sacred musk applied on his forehead, who is the wearer of glittering garland, wears a loin cloth on his radiantly glowing waist, who holds the unconquerable king cobra and the crescent moon on his crown. Victory unto Aranagiri Yogeshwara, the eliminator of all beings. In these salutations, we offer respect and gratitude to Aranagiri Yogeshwara, the embodiment of Paramashiva, who incarnated a few thousand years ago and is even today available to his ardent devotees in the gracious form of Arunachaleshwara, the presiding deity of the Arunachaleshwara temple of Tirunamalai. With these salutations, we remember and thus invoke Aranagiri Yogeshwara's presence as we recall the great Leela of his happening in the Avatar Leela, the life of the Avatar. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. So let us look at the translation of the solutions given by the Parashakti. For humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona. Through these 8 ways, you can protect yourself. First is through praying and meditating on me. Second is through surrendering to me through social media. Wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing fire walking, applying turmeric paste in chest, drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day. Being in unclutched state, filling with eternal bliss. Doing Ajapa Japa of the cosmic sound, Shiva Shiva Shiva. With complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in heels and going to sleep. Being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting the Arunachala Spurana that blossoms as Aham Aham in the state of Ananda Spurana. So with this we come to the conclusion of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading 2nd session. And now we'll be moving on to the next session after a short break. I request everyone to please stay tuned for the next session.
The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme supreme identity you have, you will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment. irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater signs is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater signs of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva. I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all.
Nithyananda, everyone. Welcome back. So let's now enter into the next segment with the glimpses of the glorious past on 13th June. On this day, the Supreme Pandava from those conducted the Nithyananda Convention at Salem, Tamil Nadu, delivering incisive talks and powerful techniques. He took the 1,500 participants through deep experiences and transformation. Following are some of the pictures from this grand event. So let's look at the beautiful video clip summarizes Guru Purnima celebration held at Bredi Ashram, India, along with the message from for the devotees from the Master around the world. The discourse was followed by blessings to over 25,000 devotees who attended this program from all over the world.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मय
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. Dear Swamis, Ananda Samajis, Ashramites, disciples and devotees from all over the world, first of all, I give you my heartfelt blessings on this Guru's Day, Guru Purnima. It's the day to remember Master, Guru. Great Eastern tradition of inner science respects Master, enlightened being, equal to, sometimes much more than God Himself. Who is Guru? The person who has achieved the ultimate truth as experience and who can create technology, technique to reproduce that same experience on any human being. Who can initiate people into that same experience. Understand the word initiation. Initiation means making Shastra as a Shastra and giving it to your inner space. Making knowledge as the weapon to fight your ignorance and presenting it to your inner space. For example, if you are made to understand whatever is seen is just the projection of the seer, if you are made to understand what you are seeing as the world is made of the same stuff in which dreams are made, suddenly you are out of depression which is created by the outer world. The knowledge, the outer world is made of the same stuff as the dreams are made. If it becomes part of your inner space, if it is made to understand by a living being, living enlightened master, by his very body language, the way in which he lives, the way in which he lives gives you the confidence, courage. Yes, this is true. The moment that understanding becomes part of your inner space, Now you have Shastra Shastra, knowledge weapon. Whenever you are in difficulty, depression, stress, take the Shastra Shastra, knowledge weapon. That is enough to bring you out of depression, bring you out of suffering, bring you out of low mood. Person who gives you the Shastra Shastra through his very life, through his very words, through his very presence is Guru. Whoever receives Shastra Shastra, knowledge weapon, is initiated. Understand? Suddenly something will click. Master may be expressing so many different ideas. Suddenly some ideas will click. When those ideas clicks, it stays in your inner space forever and brings you out of suffering and depression again and again. Whenever you face low mood, depression, pain, suffering, suddenly the Shastra Shastra comes out. The moment that Shastra Shastra, knowledge weapon, comes out, you are out of low mood. Totality of Shastra Shastras, the bunch of knowledge weapons sitting inside you, given to you by the Master, is called inner Guru. Till your inner Guru is awakened, outer Guru continues to work on you. Till the inner Guru is there, who can again and again pull you back to peace, push you up to bliss. Till the inner Guru is awakened, the outer Guru continues to work on you, either by giving Shastra Shastras, words, teachings, or by giving you the confidence to use that knowledge weapon, courage to use that knowledge weapon, above all, to live the life of eternal bliss. Master is a person who has created a technology to reproduce the same ultimate experience which happened in him. Initiation is a technique of offering the Shastra Shastra, knowledge weapons, to you to raise yourself again and again to the higher consciousness. Whoever had that click, blessed are those who had that click with enlightened beings. Understand, that click can never come by logic. It never comes by analysis. Suddenly, just by the courage and the confidence and the energy which is being radiated by the Master, some of his words gets connected to your heart. You know he is talking the truth. You know this is your path. You know he is your Master. That click, when that click happens, it is called initiation. Whoever felt that click through Master's words, books, his body language, his confidence, above all, his blessings and energy, are initiated. Blessed are those who are initiated into enlightenment by enlightened being. Blessed are those who are living that initiation. And today is the day to remember the great things which is added into your life through those initiations, and the great being who gave you the confidence, courage through that initiation. Diksha and Guru. To remember this too, to remember these great things, the very concept of Guru Purnima is created. Guru is a promise. Master is not just an ideal, he is a promise. Understand? Always seed is afraid of breaking, opening up. The seed which opened up and became tree needs to give courage to the other seeds. Open up. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Continue. By opening up, you will never die down. You will only become me. You will only expand as me. You will only live as me. Seed is waiting for the tree to happen and tree is waiting for the seed to open. Master is a person who gives you the courage and confidence. Open up. You will not die because you are sons of immortality. Shrinvandu Vishwe Amritasya Putraha Vedaha Meham Purusham Mahantam. I know the truth, what I am speaking. I can show you, O sons of immortality, have courage to walk. Who shares this courage, this confidence, this inspiration, this energy is Guru. Today is the day to remember what all is added into your life by the advent of the Master in your life. Understand, this is the right word. Advent of the Master in your life. It is Advent. It's Advent from the Master's side, adventure from your side. When Master entered in your inner space, from that day, what all happened in your life, it is time to remember so that your trust, devotion, courage and confidence to open up is strengthened. Guru Purnima is celebrated for the sake of disciple, not for the sake of master. For an enlightened being, for Guru, every day is celebration, Nityotsava. Guru Purnima is celebrated for disciple to remember, rejuvenate and strengthen himself. Trust, confidence, energy, above all, devotion to the Master. Take this too as my Guru Purnima message. Again and again, use the clicks, initiations happened in your life. Again and again, use the initiation, clicks happened in your life. Any weapon which is not used, not only the weapon will lose its power, you will forget how to use. So Shastra Shastra also, only when it is used again and again to bring the clarity, peace and bliss to you, will be alive, will be fresh, will be new. The weapon will be usable, you will have the intelligence to use it. Add more and more Shastra Shastras by reading and listening to the Master's words. Use those Shastra Shastras, knowledge weapons, again and again. Whenever you can, create a Sangha, create family, friends, circle, group, which will constantly give you the courage and confidence to use all these knowledge weapons, Shastra Shastras. Understand, disciple-disciple relationship always leads to hell. Disciple-disciple relationship always leads to hell. Only when a disciple encourages, helps you to use the knowledge weapons, Shastra Shastras, and increases your devotion and trust to the Master, gives you the courage and confidence to express the Master's words and teachings in your life. Only at that moment, disciple-disciple relationship can be tolerated, because at those few moments, he is no more a disciple, he is the channel of the Master's energy. He is channel of the Master's very energy. Understand, never ever entertain disciple-disciple relationship if it is not directly adding strength, courage, confidence and devotion in Master's words, and power and energy to express Master's words. Carry this as Guru Purnima message. Add more and more initiations, energy clicks, knowledge weapons, Shastra Shastras to your inner space by reading, listening to the Master's words. Use them. Use those knowledge weapons, Shastra Shastras, again and again in your life, and bring yourself back to the higher consciousness, the eternal bliss, and create a beautiful, loving community around you which encourages you, gives you courage, confidence, energy, inspiration to use the Master's words, Shastra Shastras, and to live the life of eternal bliss and to express the experiences and teachings of the Masters and the Master in the day-to-day life, above all, which strengthens devotion to the Master. Understand, sometime in the name of Sangha, the disciple-disciple relationship leads to Viparita Jnana. Viparya Jnana means both the guys who are in ignorance start judging the Master. When you try to relate with a person who is judging the Master, not only is at loss, you are also losing, and straight away
I don't think you need to travel to the hell, you will be in hell. Do not allow this viparya jnana, viparita jnana happen in you by the wrong sangha, duschanga. Duschanga are the wrong connections with the wrong disciples. Understand, acquiring and using the Shastra knowledge weapons and creating a community around you which encourages, inspires, strengthens your devotion to the Master and which helps you to express Master's words into your life, which ultimately leads to eternal bliss, Nithyananda. This is my Guru Purnima message to all the devotees from around the world. Dear Swamis, Anand Samajis, Ashramites, disciples and devotees, I bless you all on this Guru Purnima day with my heart, with my being. The enlightenment which happened in this body, let it radiate, let you all experience, let you all imbibe, let you all live it. This is the great occasion, Guru Purnima day. I bless you all. Let you all achieve and radiate the same experience. Let you all achieve and radiate the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमानन्दम् आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमे आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमानन्दम् आनन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे.
On 30th June, the supreme part of Hinduism expands on the qualities of enlightened beings from the Bhagavad Gita, Sannyasa Yoga.
I welcome you all with my love and respects.
I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis. Let's start today's satsang. I will continue on my Bhagavad Gita satsang. In Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Sannyasa Yoga, 20th verse.
न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्वेजित् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्वेजित् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्वेजित् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः
न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियं निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थिरः. Beautiful verse. Bhagavan very beautifully describing the qualities of being who is established in the highest consciousness. I'll give you the translation. One should neither rejoice on obtaining something agreeable nor shrink from something undesirable. He who remains steady in comprehension is not confused, knower of the Supreme remains firmly established in the Absolute. न प्रवृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियम् स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Why is Bhagavan giving the qualities of an enlightened being? Please understand, there are millions of qualities of enlightened being. If you listen, you will only feel the perspiration. But Bhagavan is choosing the qualities of enlightened being. The moment you listen, you will feel inspiration. The qualities of enlightened beings sometimes can make you feel perspiration, sometimes inspiration. Here Bhagavan is choosing only of those qualities which makes you feel inspiration. For example, yesterday night I saw a powerful downloading of Hindi was happening inside my brain. So I can hope maybe within next few months I am going to start speaking in Hindi. Please understand, if I describe the whole process, you will not feel inspired. You will feel perspired. It is a mind-boggling process. I could see very clearly. It is almost like a living postmortem. When I am alive, postmortem is being performed on me. See, if it is with anesthesia, it is surgery. No anesthesia, nothing. So that is why I am calling postmortem. Straight the divine is descending on the body. I am surprised because my thumb and toes were shivering so fast in such high frequency. I was wondering, what is the connection between Hindi getting downloaded and thumb and the toe shivering? I could not stop for a whole night. Then I looked in and tried to find what is going on exactly. Why is this toe shivering? I thought maybe because of cold, but it's not cold, it's really hot. Then why this thumb and toe are shivering? And I looked in, I saw huge live surgery is happening. Hindi is not just a language, it is a culture. So I was seeing my whole body language and everything was getting accommodated to that culture. Understand? No language is a language, it is a culture. The verbal expression of a culture is a language. Same way, if you learn Sanskrit, I challenge, you can never be an atheist. Because the Sanskrit is created for expressing the highest inner world experiences. The very technical terms, the words, you won't be able to grasp unless you master those concepts. Sanskrit is the verbal expression of spiritual culture, the Vedic culture. So each language is a verbal expression of certain culture. Just the verbal expression will not make you complete. The whole body language needs to be assimilated. I could see, along with Hindi, the body language of the North Indian Guru or the North Indian lifestyle was getting downloaded. Let's see how it expresses. But I want you to understand, if I explain the whole process as it happened, you will not feel inspired, you will only feel frightened, perspired. God, is this what enlightenment? Then I think better I will wait till my son gets married. Better I will wait till I finish my retirement. So many of the qualities of enlightenment makes you feel perspired. But Sri Krishna, Bhagavan, chose us very beautifully. The qualities of enlightenment which inspires you. Qualities of an enlightened being which inspires you. Na pravrishyet priyam prapya, norvijet prapya cha priyam, stirabuddhi rasam modaha, brahmavit brahmani bhavati, brahmani stitaha. One should neither rejoice on obtaining something agreeable, nor shrink from something undesirable. Please understand, this you can start practicing now, not next moment, now. If you look in, You are rejoicing with many things which is desirable and agreeable. You are shrinking from many things which is not agreeable for you. This moment you can say, no, stop. I am going to start living enlightenment. Here is a great master, Sri Krishna, giving me a powerful process and methodology. I'll start now. If I say, for example, if you are enlightened, any language which is required just gets downloaded into your system overnight, and your toe and thumb shivers very high frequency. Is it going to inspire you for enlightenment? You will only see, I know for sure one thing, I am not enlightened. You will only reconfirm your distance between you and enlightenment. Every time you reconfirm the distance between you and enlightenment, you are getting distance from you and your enlightenment. Please understand. Enlightenment is like God who is walking behind you. The moment you turn back to check or verify whether he is following you or not, he will disappear. There are many mythological stories in all religions where a person asks for God's help and God says, you walk in the front, I will walk behind you. But the moment you turn back to check with the doubt whether I am following you or not, I will not be there. Enlightenment is just like that. Every time you reconfirm your distance from it is more. You are really creating distance from it. If I talk about the language is getting downloaded into my system because of enlightenment, it is no way going to help you. I gave this example just to make you understand these things are not going to help you. That is why I am not even talking completely whatever has happened when the language was getting downloaded. But the words Bhagavan is uttering in these verses, the qualities Bhagavan is expressing in these verses, you can start practicing now. This moment you can feel the enlightenment is not away from you. Ihaiva, this moment you can feel enlightened, you can start living enlightenment. Na praharishyet priyam prapya notvijet prapya cha priyam stera buddhi rasam modaha brahmavid brahmani stitaha. One should neither rejoice on obtaining something agreeable nor shrink from something undesirable. He who remains steady in comprehension is not confused. Knower of the Supreme remains firmly established in the Absolute. My translating team is doing a wonderful job. Even in English, they are maintaining the poetic meter. Even in the translation, they are maintaining the poetic sense of Sri Krishna. If Gita is translated into prose, it has lost Krishna's smell. It should always be translated as poetry. No Upanishad, no Vedic scripture can be translated as prose. All translations of all the spiritual scriptures should always be in poetry. Only then you will really catch the smell of the author. Please understand, scriptures like Gita and Upanishad, you need to get into that space to translate, to comment. Gita translated the form of prose will be violent, will not carry the flow of Krishna's beauty, flow of Krishna's melody. I can say in every instruction to Arjuna, Krishna was flirting with Arjuna. Krishna never changed his quality of love, beautiful romance. People fight. Radha Krishna and Gita Krishna are two different people. The Krishna who was romancing with Gopikas and Radha, the Krishna who was teaching Gita in the war field, they two are different personalities. But Radha Krishna and Gita Krishna are not two different persons. Krishna is embodiment of pure love, untouched by any of the impurities like ordinary lust or fear or greed or anything. So only if you translate these words the same way, poetic meter, the same consciousness, you will get the grace of Gita. My translation team is doing a wonderful job by catching the grace of Gita. Understand just this too. Do not rejoice by obtaining something which you agree. Don't shrink by getting something which you are not desiring. You have started living enlightenment. Krishna is attesting. He is signing in your certificate. When he signs your certificate, nobody can stop you. I don't want to load too many words on this verse. It is such a delicate, beautiful word. This verse is like a peacock feather. I don't want to put too many stones on it. I leave the peacock feather as it is for you guys to enjoy it. Get ready. Close your eyes. Visualize you are a huge banyan tree growing deep roots into the earth, huge branches into the sky, with leaves, fruits. Let all your biomemories rediscover the intelligence to create prana, energy, directly from the existence. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share, and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
whatever I say, it would be just be a single strand of hair of Mahadeva. I just want to share about Srividyahoma. I always felt like it is one of the way just to give an offering. And I never thought that there is something that I would experience through the Homa. When I usually experience my inner being very closely in the vast inner space. If I am with Swami, that too, I have to sit and my asana has to be very good. I should not move, then only I will get pulled in, or otherwise it would not be possible. When I was sitting for Srividyahoma, I've seen, even though I was not able to sit, my inner being was constantly getting pulled. I thought that it might be some kind of giddiness, even though I was not able to sit, but I could clearly see my inner being pulled inside. I felt so happy that I was able to experience that it is not someone telling that the offering is going to Devi. It is Devi in herself taking it and also giving us her experience, and I was able to perceive. So that perception which I was missing, I was able to see it, which was really amazing for me, that I am also perceptible to the Devi Prasada. So that is what is very unusual, and that gives me a lot of joy that I am perceptible.
The Atmalingam and the Basma. Once I had ulcer, and then I kept my Atmalinga under my pillow and slept. The next day it was cured. It was really miraculous because it at least takes a week for it to go. And once my friend's Atmalinga was lost, so I blew my Basma and it was immediately found.
The Atmalinga, I held it and asked for my brother to find his Atmalinga because he had lost it along with his bag, and in 2 minutes he found it. Yeah, and also I used to have glasses, and I also have astigmatism, and after third eye awakening, the glasses are completely gone.
The scanning, when you close your eyes and you focus on your third eye, you can almost see their sickness and the pain combined.
This third eye awakening is closing your eyes and reading.
Like how Swamiji told, this whole thing of blindfold reading is just side effect of third eye awakening. Third eye awakening is much more beyond than just seeing with your eyes closed. It is just a side effect of third eye awakening is blindfold reading. But third eye awakening itself is like you'll have the first thing you get is high intuition, and then you'll be able to read with your eyes closed, and that's much more. You'll be able to see the reality itself. So when your third eye is completely awakened, you'll understand that reality is also one more dream, like how Swamiji told. So third eye awakening is not just seeing with your eyes closed things around you, but it is much more than that. It is experiencing the reality itself.
The third eye awakening is not just closing your eyes and reading all that. It is experiencing a new possibility of yourself. When a siddhi, it's a power. When you see that in you, you feel so much of possibility, you feel so much of confidence in yourself that you will continue on going more and more, and finally you will reach that space of enlightenment. So I feel third eye awakening is a power, a possibility given by Swamiji for all of us to reach his space.
Nithyanandeshwara Sadashivasamarambam Nithyanandeshwariyadi Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Nitya Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Tanidar Kotari, devotees, disciples, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Facebook Live, hundreds of Adinavasis channels, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. Cities sitting with us, long list. So I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll continue on Adinam Chalo series, nitty-gritties of Shaktipada, tearing education to pieces. Understand breaking restrictive patterns and making you manifest your ultimate reality is Sadashiva's education. Confirming to your restrictive patterns and within that patterns trying to grow you, develop you, paint your skin, give you the feel-good feeling is Macaulay's education. Listen. The inner space of the visionary matters for the result of the vision. Listen. Inner space of the visionary matters for the result of the vision. You are fool if you think you can have good benefits from the vision of a person who do not have right inner space. No. Inner space of the visionary matters when it comes to the usefulness of the vision. Confirming to the restrictions of your inner image means starting with the declaration of failure your whole life. Like how in the morning puja, we start with the declaration. I authentically cognize whatever we declare. Superconsciousness exists and Swamiji is the Chinmaya Vigraha. So that is the declaration, foundation on which you do the puja. If you conform to the restrictive patterns of your inner image, start anything in your life, gone over. It means you are starting with your life. Hereby I authentically declare I will collapse and fail. Then what's the use of any stupidity you do after that? After that, oh, I will build 2,000 airports all over the world. I will get Nobel Peace Prize. What is the use? Listen. The fundamental declaration matters. Just today morning, I was sharing with some of my inner circle team. Listen. I was giving a responsibility to one of our Adinavasi. I said, when you represent me, manifest my outer image, not the outer image of your inner image. The moment you represent me, your inner image has no role in the whole scene. Now only my inner image should be your inner image. So my outer image only should be your outer image. Go and behave like that. That is integrity. That is integrity. Manifesting my outer image, holding my inner image is what is integrity to me. Many fellows come and tell me, Swamiji, bless me, I have to be completely integrated to you. I don't feel like raising the hand like this. I feel like raising the hand like this. Understand, the fundamental principle integrity means carrying my inner image, manifesting my outer image means integrity to me. Whole day confusion, whole night completion is not integrity to me, it is integrity to you. Your confusion. Do not claim you are integrated to me if you don't manifest my inner image and my outer image. Integrity to Sadashiva means manifesting his inner image and manifesting his outer image. Not you will do all your stupidity and the night send one completion message. Education means fundamentally breaking your restrictive patterns and manifesting your highest possibilities. Understand? Education does not end when you leave school. Uneducated are those who are educated only in school. Uneducated are those who are educated only in school. Poor man is a guy who has only money. Definition of poverty. Man is poor if he has only money. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Life is education. As long as you breathe, education continues, continues, continues. Education continues, continues, continues. I tell you, it's only by education you keep yourself alive. It is education which makes you a mystical being. One of the Guruji told me personally, I don't read books at all. Then why don't you die? Good for planet Earth and for your disciples. There's nothing to be proud about. I don't read books at all. Hey, there are thousands and thousands of people are listening to your stupidity. Whatever you vomit, why don't you just freshen up yourself? Be in tune with what is happening with the outer world. It is like doctor telling, I don't read modern medical journals. I just do what I learnt in 1962. Will you lie down on the table? If you lie down, you will not get up, that's all. If you lie down trusting on that kind of doctors, KAILASA. KAILASA and KAILASA. Understand? Integrity to your brand and updating yourself with what is happening in the field, in your chosen field, is cute. Not ignorance. Ignorance pre-declared does not become intelligence. Understand? Ignorance declared by the self before your discovery does not mean he is intelligent. Of course, the moment he opens his mouth, everyone understands he neither reads nor thinks. But he himself declares, I don't read books, does not make him intelligent. It's not cute. Then don't do this profession. Get lost. There are many professions where you don't need to be updated about yourself and your field. Listen. To express every thought current, please understand, a doctor is a thought current, a lawyer is a thought current, economist is a thought current, engineer is a thought current. Every field is a thought current. Politics is thought current. Religion is thought current. Each religion is a thought current. Each society has a thought current. Being updated about what is happening in that thought current in the society as on now, so you can decide your stand, and feeling empowered by the thought current. When I say feeling empowered by the thought current, I don't mean accepting. Whether you accept or reject, you need to know the thought current. Only then you will be empowered by the thought current. Is education. If you are an auditor, you should know in that field what is happening current. If you are a doctor, you should know what is happening in that field current. If you are a lawyer, you should know what is happening in that field current. What is happening in that field current and getting empowered by the updations of the current thought current is education. Thanks to internet revolution, education is simple now. Very simple. The moment you know what you want to know, you can know at the rate of thought current, literally no cost. Communication and education. Communication and education at the speed of thought current, at zero rate, is already achieved. Zero cost is already achieved. It's time for humanity to evolve itself and upgrade itself, update itself. Understand, if you want to retain the trust of your clients, customers, beneficiaries, you need to be integrated to the updation of the thought current you are living. Unfortunately, education lost this context. Education has lost this context. Education has become so unscientific and infrastructured system. Understand? I tell you, there are at least 100 permanent, complete cure for cancer available on the planet Earth. 100 method. But it will never become popular because cancer is not disease, it is business. It's billions of dollar business. What will happen to the infrastructure you established? A huge operation theaters, surgeons who spent their
Yes, it's time for getting ready to receive the blessings of Supreme Pandu of Hinduism. I request everyone to be in the meditative state to receive the darshan of Supreme Pandu.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அறியாத பரப்பி சைவத்தை யோக செய்து பக்தி நெறி பரப்பி சைவத்தை யோக செய்து அஞ்ஞான மலமறுத்து சிவமாக்கியமையாண்ட கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் நெறியில்லா வாழ்வுதனில் குரலும் இம்மக்களுக்கு நெறியில்லா வாழ்வுதனில் குரலும் இம்மக்களுக்கு நெறியுடைய வேதத்தின் உட்பொருளை அறிவித்து நெறியுடைய வேதத்தின் உட்பொருளை அறிவித்து வீடு பேறு நாங்கள் அடைய விந்தைகள் செய்த கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் பொய்யெல்லாம் மெய் என்று அஞ்ஞான திமிரேறி பொய்யெல்லாம் மெய் என்று அஞ்ஞான திமிரேறி பாவங்கள் பல செய்து கர்மங்களை மூட்டை கட்டி பாவங்கள் பல செய்து கர்மங்களை மூட்டை கட்டி பிறப்பெடுத்த பல உயிர்க்கு ஞானத்தை அருள வந்த கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் மன்னதனில் பிறந்தெய்து மாண்டு விடும் உயிர்களுக்கு மன்னதனில் பிறந்தெய்து மாண்டு விடும் உயிர்களுக்கு எண்ணமிலா வாழ்வுதனை வாழ வைத்து சீர் செய்த எண்ணமிலா வாழ்வுதனை வாழ வைத்து சீர் செய்த சுண்ண வெந்நீரணியும் ஈசனே நேசனே கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே கைலாயம் தனிலுறையும் நித்யானந்த பரம்பொருளே ஓம் நித்யானந்த பர
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the Sarvanyapeta Yajamans, Kartas, Sarovari Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, NHU students, Gurukul students, Kailasas, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras, all of you with my love and respects and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Super determinism. The truth, reality about the super determinism is the message from Paramashiva, from Kailasa. Now, this is Anupaya, means you are all now getting initiated into this great realization. So understand, listen intensely, sincerely. This whole thing which Paramashiva is revealing now will become realization for you immediately. Cosmic cognition, verbalization, vocalization, visualization, mathematical calculation, rational analysis, analyzing rationally, all this put together is realization. I'm repeating, cosmic cognitions, powerful truths, cognizing inside you, and verbalization, vocalization, visualization, mathematical analysis, and logical rationalization. All these put together, maybe one more thing need to be added, memorization. Because all this just need to become part of your biomemory. All these put together is realization. Now, I am going to do all this inside you. This great sacred secret truth about the super determinism to do this initiation into you. So this become realization in you. See, the initiation, how just initiation can lead to realization is the science now I am telling you. me cognizing the cosmic truth and verbalizing it, vocalization. There's a difference between verbalization and vocalization. And visualization and mathematically analyzing it, logically rationalizing it, and making it as part of not just my biomemory, your biomemory also, memorization, all these put together, done inside this and inside you, is realization. I am describing precise initiation process. Now, the truths about superdeterminism. Listen carefully, intensely. Science of your individual self, Atman, self. The more you understand the science of individual self, Atman, you will understand Paramatman, Paramashiva. More and more you understand the Pindanda, the more and more you will understand Brahmanda. Understand this truth. For example, if you think you don't have individual identity, you are just a mixture of the body, mind, the chemicals, hormones, thoughts, and just a mixture of this. Nothing separately more than this mixture exists in you. If you believe that, you will see the cosmos also same way. Oh, I'm just an accident, just mixture of few impermanent things, mind, body, some hormones, chemicals, reactions, thoughts, ideas. And there is nothing more than this, higher than this exists in me, other than this impermanent mixture of impermanent things. If you feel, if you perceive you this way, you will see the cosmos also same way. You will think, oh, it's just a large accident. Just few impermanent things playing the game of few impermanent permutation combination. If you understand, at some point of time in your life, no, even when all these hormones, chemicals, body, mind, these ups, downs, all these impermanent things are not functioning, I am existing, I exist. So there is something more than this impermanent existence is in me. If you get the glimpse of, if you cognize that, if that hits your existence, the moment you know you have an existence, you may call it as identity or different words you may use. Pratyagatma Chaitanya Chakratam, conscious awakening, any word you may use. If you start understanding, you exist more than these impermanent components, impermanent permutation combination, body mind. If you understand, you exist more than this body mind complication, then you know the cosmos also has some Parameshwara, superior conscious existence, more than the permutation combination of impermanent things. More than these impermanent things, impermanent permutation combination, Something exists. So if you understand your identity, you will understand the identity of Paramashiva, Parameshwara. In every level, whether the source, to realize the truth about the source, or to realize the truth about how everything functions. If you realize the truth about your source, you will realize the truth about the cosmic source. If you realize the truth about how you function, you will realize the truth about how cosmos functions. If you realize the truth, how you decide at various points in your life, you will know very clearly how cosmos decides at various times of the existence in every level. If you just understand you will understand cosmos. If you understand cosmos, you will understand you. The knowledge about the Atman is knowledge about the Paramatman. Experience about Atman is experience about Paramatman. How? If you feel indigestion in your stomach, you take haritaki powder or castor oil or banana. Listen sincerely. If you feel indigestion in your stomach, pain, gas, or stomach upset, how you take either banana or some laxative or haritaki or castor oil, clean yourself. Same way, if something is stuck in the cosmos, too heavy, it takes measurements, methods to clean itself. This pandemic which happened last 1 year almost is actually cosmos just cleaning itself. So understand, if you understand whatever is happening in you, you will understand what is happening in cosmos. If you understand what is happening in the cosmos, you will understand what is happening in you. Atmajnana is Paramatmajnana. If you avoid knowledge about yourself, you will avoid the knowledge about the cosmos. If you feel ignorance is okay and keep yourself in delusion, you will be deluded about the cosmos also. Listen carefully. More and more clarity and understanding about your individual existence will help you to have cosmic existence. And one more thing, you need to know very clearly. Your individual soul experiences life at this moment, now, present moment. But what is happening in the present moment is not present moment. Listen carefully. Your present moment is how you feel about you subjectively plus what is happening in the present moment. Both together. Your present moment is not just what is happening to you. It is your experience about yourself plus your experience about what is happening plus what is actually happening. All the three put together. Because many times, what is happening, you may not be perceiving it as it is. Many times you perceive something as bad, but what is happening is actually good. After a few days, you will realize. That is one thing. Now understand this science of how your individual soul, Atman, experiences life, cosmos, reality, Paramatman. Listen carefully. This is very important truth. Now I am revealing. Present moment has three components. Now, as three components. One, your perception and experience about yourself. Subjective experience of yourself. Plus, your subjective experience of the reality. Plus, actual reality. All these three put together is your present moment. You always allow your perception about reality impact your experience about yourself. That is what I call powerlessness. Instead, allowing your perception, your experience about yourself to impact your perception about life and the reality itself is what I call powerfulness, power manifestation. Listen very carefully. I'll give you the example. I'll give you the example of me, my own life. Inside me, consciously, I perceive myself as Paramashiva, formless existence and the form. Exploding in bliss. In his Vishwarupa, this subjective experience of me is impacting my subjective experience of this world, universe, and universe itself, reality itself. This is what I call powerfulness, the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva. Understand this. In normal powerless person, what is happening as reality, he always perceives powerlessly in his inner space and makes that impact his understanding, his experience about himself. That is powerlessness. Understand the difference between these two. I'll tell you with few more examples. I gave you this one example. I'll give you some more examples, one by one. Listen deeply, intensely. You can realize these truths now, because I am doing powerful cosmic cognition and cosmic verbalization, cosmic vocalization, cosmic visualization, and cosmic biomemorization and cosmic mathematical calculation, cosmic rational analyzation, making this whole thing not just inside me, inside you also, so that these truths become your realization. That is initiation. Listen intensely. If you operate with intense love, powerful cognitions like a love, compassion, joy, bliss, giving, the Ananta Kalyana gunas of Paramashiva, you will expand so much. Your perception about you will expand. Your perception about life, reality will expand. Reality itself will expand. Understand? This is what I call life positive decisions. Actually, if you operate from this life positivity, even the chemicals and hormones your body secretes, manifests, strengthens your immune system. There are multiple tons of researches nowadays. If you just Google, you will find tons of proofs for what I am saying. If you operate what you consider as a love, joy, bliss, compassion, even that, the chemicals and hormones your body manifests, strengthens your immune system. And if you operate from the cosmic cognition of you are Paramashiva, the kind of the hormones and chemicals your body will manifest and the kind of the immune systems, the strength your immune system will feel, the strength you will experience is unimaginable. And I tell you, same way, every action you do from fear, guilt, anger, anxiety, the kind of the hormones and chemicals you release inside your system, breaks your system literally, breaks your nervous system and destroys your whole body and mind. That is why I insist, never ever operate out of powerlessness. Do not make decisions out of powerlessness. This pralaya, I tell you, this pralaya has literally broken so many people. I am so thankful to Paramashiva for protecting me and all the Sangha. It is pure grace of Paramashiva. We all got saved in this pralaya. Listen carefully. I only wanted to request all of you one thing. Do not make any decision to execute the decisions you made during pralaya. During pralaya, all the decisions you made, don't execute. Because all those decisions are out of powerlessness. When you were shaken, when you did not have trust on yourself, now the healing is happening, recovery is happening. Rebuild the trust, rebuild love, joy, bliss, powerfulness. Out of that new conscious being you are building, absolute life positivity, take decisions. Influence now. Influence the present moment. Be powerful over the present moment. Understand? Live in the present moment is not a complete truth. Have power over the present moment is the complete truth. The power of now is having power over now. Listen. Understand how you feel about you now and how you feel about the world now. Make that too powerful. If you understand and make yourself powerful, that you are Paramashiva, you will understand world is so auspicious and you are the power. Whatever you think, perceive, even as bad, was never bad, is never bad, will never be bad. It is your wrong perception is the problem. Delusion is the problem. Everything is happening properly. You just need to add more life positivity, more understanding. You just need to remember again and again, you are Paramashiva, and face everything out of strength and powerfulness. Now, the next truth. Listen. Sometimes you feel the world is literally falling. The roof is falling on your head. You are crushed. You are collapsed. The world is just, sky is falling over your head. That is what is reality, and you perceive that as a reality about world, and that reality, that perception about the reality collapses your perception about yourself and you collapse. That is what you call everything is determined, fate, nothing can be done. Sometimes You feel, wow, what I want is happening. So your perception about the world is what I want is happening. And the reality, what I want is happening. Oh, then everything is free will. We have full freedom. Listen, both are of understanding. Determination or free will, both are of understanding. Sometimes when things happen as you want, you feel, oh, life is free will. Sometimes when you feel things are not happening as you want and the roof is collapsing, crashing on your head, and you feel everything is predetermined. Now understand this truth. I'll give you one more example. If you are standing with both the legs, that's the way you experience reality. You raise one leg, that is your freedom. After that, you cannot raise the other leg also. That is determination. So understand, the choices you already made are binding your future freedom possibilities. The choices you already made are binding your future possibilities. This is when you feel whether life is free will or predetermined. Now, understand carefully. This whole satsang, I request you to watch at least 2-3 times, because every statement I made, every truth I revealed from the beginning of the satsang, I am putting the whole thing together and giving you the conclusion now. When you perceive the happenings of your life is against your will and collapse inside you, the way you perceive the world very negatively, and collapse your own identity about you and lose trust on you, when this happens, whether you made earlier some choices or not, you will feel bound. You will feel life is predetermined. There is no free will. Life is unfair, injustice, adharma. It is all just might is right. People who have power, they grab everything. Nothing is right. It's all chaos. There is no order. And at some moment, when things happen as you want in the outer world, and your perception about the world is little better, you feel, the free will is life. There is a possibility. I can recreate, rebuild. Life has some hope. But please understand, both are of truth. Why even the idea of free will is of truth? Because you feel relieved, hope, because of outer world happening. But the real truth is, if you decide to cognize the truth, you are Paramashiva, Paramatma, ultimate powerfulness, subjectively about you. From that subjective truth, if you understand your perception about the world and impact the world, that is called super super determinism. Listen. I am answering one of the biggest problem of the world. Vidya, Madhya. Predetermined or free will? விதியும் அல்ல மதியும் அல்ல உண்மை பசுபதியே உண்மை என புரிந்தால் விதியா மதியா எனும் கேள்வியே உனக்கெதிராய் நீ செய்து கொண்ட சதியே என்று புரியும். விதியா மதியா எனும் கேள்வியே உனக்கெதிராய் நீ செய்து கொண்ட சதியே என புரிய வைக்கும் பரமபதியே உண்மையான விதியா மதியா எனும் சதிக்கு தீர்வு. Understand? Whether life is predetermined or free will, the super determinism is the truth. Answer for the question whether life is free will or predetermined is life is super determinism. Neither predetermined nor free will, it is super determinism. Understand? Empowering yourself with the truth, reality. You are Paramashiva. You are the ultimate Paramatma. And from that truth, reality, making your perception about life, and with that strength of your subjective truth about yourself and your subjective experience about the world, impacting the world, the reality is super determinism. This is the real way of existing. This is what I call freedom. Freedom is not choices. Freedom is manifesting the reality you want to manifest. Listen. When you subjectively decide to cognize the truth, you are Paramashiva, you will see that super power of coincidence plays in your life, and you manifest super determinism. I'll give you one example. For example, Jnanatma has some mood swing. She goes and creeps to Prematma. It's not that if Prematma does not tell me, I will not know. I know what Jnanatma goes through directly, but if Prematma comes and tells me, she becomes very intimate and integrated to me and helps Jnanatma, so I can directly deal and make Jnanatma understand and realize the problems she need to attend. I can support. Listen to this truth. It's not that if Prematma does not tell me, I will not know. But by telling, Prematma has helped me to heal Jnanatma. Otherwise also, I know what goes on, and then I will do cosmically what need to be done. I will attend everyone. I will heal everyone. I will work on everyone. I tell you, once I read a book, Vivekananda's book, where for some reason he makes a statement like if you apply vibhuti or urtobundra all over the body, you will not become great or enlightened, you will not achieve anything. For some reason, he makes this statement in some context. From the young age, I was brought up in a very traditional Shaivite way. And I have read in multiple scriptures, just by applying Bhasma, you will achieve Paramagadi, Shivagadi. And I was that kind of a person. So when I read these words, it hurt me very deeply. I ran to Arunagiri Yogeshwara. That time I was having physical darshan of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I ran to him to ask for clarification. He said two things. One, even if you find Sampradaya Veda, never ever criticize the Guru Parampara. Already I was very connected to Ramakrishna, Vivekananda books. I used to read even at the age of 10. My chitti used to give me the books. So I used to read, and Kupammal herself used to give books. So he made a statement, never criticize Guru Parampara. That's one. Never disrespect Guru Parampara. If you feel there is a Sampradaya Veda, there is a conflict. You should just have patience to digest and wait for the clarity to happen. That is one. Second, he said, when you are feeling the pain, you should always tell your Guru. He said, you did the best thing, you came and told me. You should not be having this stupid mentality if I can deal it by myself. You won't be able to deal, and the decisions you make when you think you can deal it by yourself will be extremely destructive for you. He told me very clearly. By telling this to me, you found a solution. Many times we think, oh, Swamiji knows everything. Why should I tell? Understand, I know it. But only by verbalizing, you will come out of it. You will have the clarity. That is why I insist. I give you two methods for you to achieve the super determinism. One, deciding to cognize you are Paramashiva, because that is the truth. That's the truth. And face your inner space, your perception about life, and the life reality itself. With this truth, I am Paramashiva. This is what is having power over now. Life, reality. That's first. Second, always tell everything to your Atmamurti. You can pray, you can cry, you can express your frustration, you can express your joy, you can express your gratitude, you can even fight. Do everything with your Atmalinga and Atmamurti. Everything. Continuously talking to your Atmalinga and Atmamurti will give you the power to manifest what you want. Shakti. And Buddhi to change wherever you need to change. Above all, Bhakti, the romantic existence with cosmos. You will get all three. Constantly talk to Atmalinga and Atmamurti. Today I open the doors of Kailasa. You can send any message you want 24/7 to HDH, SPH, Facebook profile and page, both. I will attend to it personally, directly in your life. Don't expect I will be responding in messenger back, but I will respond in your life directly. It's my commitment. I'll give you Shakti, manifest. Shakti to manifest what do you want to manifest? Buddhi, knowledge, wherever you need to alter what do you want. If you need to alter the knowledge, Buddhi, and above all, Bhakti. Extreme life positive, joyful connection with the life, Bhakti. And Yukti, method to live enlightenment, Mukti, enlightenment itself. Shakti, Bhukti, Bhakti, Yukti, Mukti. You will get all five by constantly talking to your Atmalinga and Atmamurti. And now this Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page and profile, both I am opening it. You can send continuously any message you want. You can go on be talking to me 24/7. I will attend to it directly in your life personally. Do not expect the response in messenger, in writing. I'll give the response in your life directly. Listen. Take this two as the method to achieve super determinism. One, decide to come to the powerful conclusion you are Paramashiva because that is the truth. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Second, continuously talk to Atmalinga or Atmamurti. You can offer your prayers. You can talk even casual things. You can express your love, gratitude, even anger. You can fight. You can express your frustration. You can do anything you want. And I commit with you, I will respond to you immediately. I'll give you what you want. Shakti, to manifest your life as you want. Buddhi, intelligence to alter. If at all you need to alter somewhere your wants for your greater, better, complete life. And above all, bhakti, a life positive, joyful connection with life, reality, cosmos, with everything, with yourself, with world, with God, everything. And yukti, method to live enlightenment. And mukti, enlightenment itself. This too, take this as an initiation for expressing super determinism. Listen. Listen to the truth. Next few days satsang, I'm going to explain the super determinism, because if you understand super determinism, you will be out of all delusions. As you all may be knowing that last few days I am explaining about creation phase of Paramashiva and maintenance phase of Paramashiva, destruction phase of rejuvenation phase of Paramashiva. Now I am explaining the method to get out of delusion, the Throbhava. This is the satsang related to getting out of delusion, that dimension of Paramashiva. Next, I will talk about liberation in further satsangs. And my blessings for all the Paramashivoham season 25 participants. All the participants, I am initiating all of you to experience Paramashivoham. Blessings to all of you. I am initiating all of you into Paramashivoham. Today, every truth I revealed is independently intelligent and capable enough of giving you enlightenment. I defined what is realization, initiation. First, what is realization? Then, what is initiation? Then, what is super determination? And two methods for super determination. The methodless method for super determination and power of now. How the power of now, living in the present moment, how it should be understood. See, if you are collapsing in the present moment, you will not live in the present moment. Only if you have power over the present moment, you will live in the present moment. Many times, we antagonize the present moment so badly, we feel whole life is negative. You hate everyone, everything, frustrated. And you become angry with the whole life. Then you cannot live in the present moment. Second, next thing, sometimes you feel present is just a way for a future. So you always feel, I will be happy sometime when that happens. Till then, I will tolerate the present. Even if you are in the mood of tolerating the present, you will not live in the present. The only way to live in the present is having power over the present. That can happen only if you decide, I am Paramashiva. And with that powerfulness, I will perceive the reality, this world's experience about me. With that powerfulness, I will impact the reality itself. I tell you, I wanted to honestly open up and tell you this truth. When the persecution started on me, when they were trying to assassinate and lawfare and try to eliminate me illegally and legally, when all this started, it's not that I know the whole larger vision of life. No, I want to tell you the honest truth. I only know one thing. I will not question my Guru. I am a pure, chaste disciple to my Guru, Paramashiva, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. So when he need to explain to me, he will explain. When he need to reveal why this is happening to me, he will reveal. Till then, I will neither question the reality happening, nor question my Guru why it is happening, neither I will allow powerlessness, nor I will allow any doubt, powerlessness, anything between me and my Guru, between me and this world. No. My Guru is my Guru, and he does best. He knows best. He is protecting me. He is himself manifesting in me. That I am very clear. I will not question any of this. And I will not even question when you are manifesting through me why this is happening. No. When, if needed, he will explain to me why this is happening. If not, just keep quiet till he explains. That's it. I tell you, now I know the whole thing. Not only he explained why all that was happening, and he made what is the large reality he need to manifest through me, he manifested. I feel without those so-called attacks and persecution, the real manifestation now Paramashiva is doing, what need to be done, may not have even happened. Who knows? All that also may be part of this larger vision. So I am nobody to justify. I am nobody to judge. Anything right, wrong, good, bad, no. I know only one thing. I am a chaste, pure, humble, obedient, honest, integrated disciple to my Guru. That's it. No questions asked. Only the sweet romance. I want to tell you this one thing. Raghupati Yogi is a great yogi. Very rare to see is bhakti dimension. He is very secretive about his devotion, bhakti dimension. Once he and me, we both went to my aunt's village. He took me to a temple which is in my aunt's village. That village is called Kuvanur. We went to one Vishnu temple. It's called Adi Thiruvarangam. And then another one Shiva temple which is in that village Kuvanur. We went to both the temples and we stayed 1 or 2 days with my aunt, pre-monastic aunt. And he used to stay in the temple and I'll stay in the house and go also to temple to be with him. And few days, one of my aunt's relative, of course my pre-monastic relative also, his name is Paramashivam. He had 2 wives. One wife is from Tiruvannamalai. First wife did not have a child, so they did a second marriage. In those days, it's a tradition. When first wife doesn't have a child, they will have a second marriage done. But after the second wife came and second wife gave birth to a child, first wife also gave birth to a child. So they both lived happily. That's not a big problem. Maybe small little, some problems will be there, usual, the household issues, but there is no big issue. They both lived in the same house. But the second wife is a very sweet person. She will always keep herself very happy and very matured and such a welcoming way, not only for her husband, for the whole family. So when we went there, he came to that second wife's house. She gave food for me and my guru, and she took care of everyone. After we came to temple, Raghupati Yogi told me, understand how she keeps herself happy, makes everyone feeling welcomed. Keep your heart like that same way for Paramashiva. Always make sure you are the second wife for him, who is waiting for him to come to your heart to reside. Never ever any complaining or ill feeling or incompletion can enter into your heart. He gave a very beautiful example. It's very rare Raghupati Yogi talks about bhakti because he is a great yogi. I have heard only the teachings of yoga from him. Very rarely I heard the teachings related to bhakti. This was very beautiful and strong instruction. From that time, I always keep myself, my heart, as a space for Paramashiva. When he comes, no questions asked. It's a place where he enjoys. I am in absolute peace, bliss, joy, just to make Paramashiva feel welcomed in my heart. The saucha of the body means cleanliness of the body, hygiene of the body, santosha of the heart, both to invite Paramashiva, welcome Paramashiva, and for him to be happy, blissful. That's it. I can say, just imbibe these few truths. You will manifest super determinism immediately. Let me define super determinism once more. Not being bound by the idea of predetermined or free will, or the bondages you experience because of the choices you made earlier. Free from all. The idea of predetermination, the idea of free will, the idea of feeling bound because of the choices you made earlier, an idea of choice and choicelessness, free from all, is super determinism. See, even if you feel you are bound, now your choices are less because of the choices you made earlier, that is like a karma bandha. Your past is impacting the present. But in pure super determinism, you retain the cake and eat and distribute. You don't need to choose whether to keep or eat. You can keep, eat, and distribute. That is super determinism. Super determinism means not being bound by the laws of the predetermination or the laws of the free will or the idea of you are bound partially because of the earlier choices and decisions you made. Choice and choicelessness, all these ideas doesn't bind you. Nothing binds you. You continue to make decisions and continue to retain your full powerfulness and freedom absolutely. It's possible. You can make so many decisions. You can get involved with anything, any level, but you will not be bound. You will have your absolute freedom, absolute involvement, and absolute freedom. Both. That is what I call super determinism. It is possible and it is reality. And with this, I initiate all of you into this great truth and reality and power of super determinism. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Paramadvaita, Shuddhadvaita Saivam. The space, the state, space, powers, being and superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyanandam Jnanapatati Manual under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. The science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The Shastra Pramanas, the authentic evidences which shift us from what we understand to the pure cognitions which manifest as powers. Shastra Pramana, the authentic scriptures, Shrutis, the Vedagama stand as a foundation for Hinduism. Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of the experience of the sages, rishis, and enlightened masters, which is in terms with the Shastra Pramana. Atma Pramana, with Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the guru's initiation in the disciple of a particular lineage, which is demonstrable to the world. And Pratyaksha Pramana, having the truth validated by the scientific study. Bhagavan Paramashiva gives all the pramanas for us for each of the power manifestation to make us understand the deeper truth, how the cognitive shift manifests as powers in each one of us. Let's move to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana for power of third eye reading is taken from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11.
तिष्ठन् मीलितलोचनः क्रमेण मनसोदाढ्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमम् कपालान्तर्मनोऽन्यस्य तिष्ठन् मीलितलोचनः क्रमेण मनसोदाढ्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमम्.
Sutra. Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says in this sutra, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by the stability of the mind and the inner space, through the power of third eye, one can directly see the ultimate goal, the Lakshayam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place and attain the space of oneness with Paramashiva, the source Paramashiva. Bhagavan Paramashiva clearly explained how the input from the outer world is taken into account and drive our life. Life is predetermined because we are in the past constantly reaction and the obsessive compulsive pattern that is being manifested as reality. But Bhagavan beautifully says it is completely free will when you understand how you understand yourself, the world, and Paramashiva as the oneness space of Paramashiva. More and more, if you keep the space pure, he can reside and manifest the greater signs. How do you make yourself more and more pure? The more and more you understand Paramashiva is who you are in the parallel universe, which is reflecting in your brain. And from that space, you decide and determine the reality rather than taking the inputs from the outer world and having a reaction from that space and creating more chaos and confusion and all that uh, things that we are constantly facing, incompletions and delusions and pain and all that we are constantly into the space of problems and chaos. Here Bhagavan Paramashiva gives us a beautiful Apta Pramana where Sanjaya is initiated into the power of third eye for 19 days. And even before he was able to narrate the whole war, what was happening in the war to Dhritarashtra, even Dhritarashtra was given the space to manifest powers, but he said, I don't want the powers because I don't want to see my kids die. And Sanjaya took the power, and before even he demonstrated, his father asked him to read the planet Earth, how it existed, to verify. That means the father already knew how it was. He was describing how a leaves are, is how it is seen on planet Earth, the planets, and how the rabbit is. That's also something he said he's able to see as the planet. And clearly, it was demonstrated that this was the first world map that was ever brought by Sanjaya into the reality. Here he says beautifully, how you see yourself in the mirror, it is the same thing, reflection into the world. Everything what we are experiencing, what we are seeing, and what it is in our inner space is what we project in the outer space, and we experience that as people, as happening, as reality. Bhagavan says, if you understand it is a gift from Paramashiva, every moment, everything, and just surrender to Paramashiva to manifest, keeping your inner space so pure, you can experience the ultimate bliss. Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully given us all these great signs to understand the deeper truth. Here, the demonstration of the Balasans clearly shows how they were able to manifest these greater signs.
Okay? All right.
$39 divided by 13 equals to 3.
Well, I'm impressed. Okay, thank you. We will go to the next one. What is your name?
My name is Yoganyana.
And how long have you done this?
Yeah, I've been doing for around 1.5 years.
So let me ask you this. Suppose somebody wrote in a language that you don't know, but you will still see it, right?
Yes.
So somebody says to you, I've written in this strange language like Chinese or Japanese or something, Arabic, and just draw exactly what it is. You can replicate it.
Yes, I can replicate it.
Even though you don't know what it means.
Yes.
So even if you don't know the meaning, you will be able to do. So if somebody
Yes.
drew a house or a tree, you can tell that also.
Yes, I can replicate it also.
Well, that's very good. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. This is not wonderful. We'll get the next person. And this person will also read? Okay. Okay. All right. Where do I hold it?
I love mangoes.
I love mangoes. Okay. Now, suppose I want to write it and put it on that side of your head for you. Is that okay?
I want to hold it.
No, I'll give it to you, but on that side,
Oh,
not in the front. Okay, okay. Okay, now you can hold it. I have it here. You want to hold it?
Even you can hold it.
Okay, I can hold it?
Mm.
Okay.
This is very cool.
It is very cool. This is very cool. Because I didn't even put it in front. I put it in the side. I'm going to do this again one time, just to make sure. See, I have seen this before, but I wanted to do it myself with them and do it live. So it's not recorded, there's no editing of this video, nobody has manipulated it. It's coming to you live. Okay, so I'm going to hold it now. Tell me.
Everyone should see this thing.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
She did not even turn around to see what it is. Even if we are with our eyes open, if it is shown at the back, we would have to turn and see. She did not even try turning her head for all these things. How is this science possible? Is it possible for all of us? Here, clearly, how the science is being unfolded and told to the world, how the Guru's initiation simply becomes reality when you surrender yourself, your identities. Here he is beautifully sharing the scientific side of the whole third eye power.
COO, Integris Mental Health, James L. Hall Jr., Center for Mind, Body and Spirit, Oklahoma in US, and his team invited Nithyananda to derive scientific evidences for meditation and the state of his enlightenment.
Usually the brain is so active, there are 100 billion brain cells there. But what meditation does is something very interesting. It shows the frontal lobes getting more active. The frontal lobe is where you have judgment, wisdom, reasoning. Here are some of the brain scans I'm going to share with you. This is alert, non-meditative state. The second one is 30 minutes into 30 minutes meditation. Look at the frontal lobes, how they light up. They light it up big time. 60 minutes of deep meditation, and here is the deep, deep level of meditation where it lights up significantly right here. Right in the middle. Probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches deeper.
From time immemorial, it is believed that great masters are always in the state of bliss or causeless happiness. They are unconditionally happy. With modern sophisticated equipments, we are able to detect this truth. The dopamine secretion is always abundant in the case of Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
The D really stands for divine spark. The D also stands for delight, and the dopamine spark. What's also interesting is that he could at will go in and out of the states. So we asked Swamiji when he came from the scanning room, when we saw this one, we asked Swamiji, what were you exactly doing when so and so thing happened? He didn't know what was there. He did not see the pictures yet. He said, really interestingly, there were 3 people there, he said, I opened my third eye. And that's stunning because I learned about third eye as a child, but didn't read about it for a long time, what it is. But what he said was, I asked him to describe more in detail what does he mean by third eye. And he said, it's a deep meditative state. It's probably very, very deep state. But he said, it looks like a small petal on one side going and joining another side, another petal comes and join together, and then it becomes the third eye, like a blissful state that you experience when you open the third eye. So that's really a very, very interesting and fascinating finding, and we're going to talk about it for a long time.
Beautifully, scientifically, and demonstrated by the Palasans how we can read through the third eye. All that we need to do is take a book and cover your eyes completely that it is dark, like you watching a movie. You can't watch a movie in a bright room. If you're watching, then it won't be very clear. The more the dark the room is, then your screen will be very clearly seen. Same way, your third eye, the prefrontal cortex, it is seen there clearly, all the things that you're reading through the third eye. And all you need to do is cover your eyes that no light enters. You can apply the Jnanaanjan in your third eye, on your temples also. And take any picture book, and whatever is seen in the picture book, you can write it. You can take Bhagavad Gita, Living Enlightenment book, or any of the magazines, and you can see through the third eye and write down the details. And it's not just some closing your eyes and reading, but also the completion that happens inside you, that life is free will and you can create reality as you want. As you command, it will appear on the book, whatever you say, and simply you can read the detail and manifest all that you want as reality. Again and again, the science is teaching us more deeper truth, and Bhagavan is taking us one step greater to make us understand beyond all our logical mind there exists a space of Paramashiva. Establish yourself as Paramashiva, and simply you can manifest all this greater science. Now all we need to do is sit straight, put away your pen, paper, gadgets, everything. Once you decide what book you're going to read, and keep it away and tie your eye bands, sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line, completely unclutch from any thought that you have. Again and again, bring yourself to the complete completion and bring yourself to the third eye, Paramashiva, to your third eye. Sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line, and sit very clearly as Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes and 50 hands. 75 eyes of awareness. Simply you will not get deluded. You will start becoming more and more alive. How you go into the deep sleep, just enter into that space of oneness, in the bhava, in deep gratitude, deep love, and more the peace, love, gratitude that you create in your heart opens up the higher reality and makes you more and more pure for Paramashiva to reside and manifest as whatever you want as reality. Just for a few minutes, put away everything, chant the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening and manifest the power of third eye reading. Let's start.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shiva's third eye manifesting in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Nithyananda
Slowly, very slowly. Now go to the book and verify the detail. Whatever Paramashiva has shown, authentically verify the detail, what you have written down and what Paramashiva has shown, and share, take a picture of that, both of that, and share it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. The link is given under Bhagwan's picture. You can share it in your social media also and tag it to your friends and families. Make sure you have hashtag Paramashivoham, hashtag KAILASA, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Paramanifestation. With this, let's surrender all this powerful cognition by manifestation at Bhagwan's lotus feet in deep gratitude, thanking Bhagwan for all the great gifts from Kailasha that he's showering on each one of us every single day. And thanking all of you here manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, following the Guru Vak as your life. And with that, now let's end with the Purna Mantra. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva to your third eye. Hold Paramashiva is real in my thought, word and action, seeing everything, everyone as Paramashiva throughout the day. Holding that powerful cognition and now chanting the Purna Mantra to the end the session. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. The next session will be at 6 p.m. IST. You can join in through eCitizen. Thank you, Nithyanandam.